Everybody in Penacony is sus, except for Miss Sparkle, the embodiment of trust, kindness and empathy. And no, I'm not saying this because she's keeping me hostage. I haven't seen my family in 6 months. Please send help, she's crazy. All she does is feeding me beans. Beans, I say. Sorry for that.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Ignore everything I just said. Where were we? Ah yes, Penacony. One of the purposes of the first act was to show us that everybody has their own agenda and nobody can be trusted. Aventurine and the IPC are most likely plotting against the family and wish to find the Watchmaker's legacy, which may be related to the fact that Penacony was a prison world belonging to IPC in the past. Black Swan, while she says that she's on our side, let's not forget that she lied, deceived and delivered us straight to Aventurine. And while I don't think that she wants to hurt us, she clearly has no problem hiding things from us. Acheron never did anything bad, but she's very obviously the most suspicious one, and while I like my Mei variants, I cannot trust her yet. The family is deliberately hiding the secret behind Penacony's dreamscape and is plotting something. Not to mention that Sunday gave off some really creepy vibes at the end of the story quest. And yes, while Sparkle disguised herself as Sampo, threw us into a dangerous dream where we almost died, and was constantly lying and manipulating, her motives were pretty obvious. It's not that Sparkle is better than the rest, but being a masked fool means that all she's doing is seeking joy. She doesn't really have a secret agenda, she's just there for fun. Her fun, mostly, but you get the point. Before we get into more details, Miss Sparkle has a message she wants me to read to you. Greetings, Trailblazers. Why so serious? Playful voice. I am looking for a new victim. I mean actor for one of my plays. If you wish to be bonked with a hammer by me inside a dream, all you need to do is subscribe and smash that like button. Don't miss your chance. It's not like you greasy losers will ever get a chance to interact with a cute girl in real life. See you around. Waves at camera. These were her words, not mine. The masked fools are the most chaotic faction simply because elation can take many forms. What causes joy? Well, that's a question that has no right answer. Aha, also known as the Joy Seeker, Joy Boy, or just simply the Laughter, is one of the few eons close to humanity. Be it gods or mortals, they mess with everybody as long as it brings them joy. It is said that they once climbed to the top of the tree of existence and... if life is meaningless, you might have some fun while you wait to die, right? And this philosophy is very well reflected by the masked fools. Sparkle says that the world is just one big circus show and that the only thing that sets the fools apart from the normal people is the fact that they are already in on the act. Meaning that everybody is a fool struggling in vain, but the masked take things seriously. Why rub your head over pointless issues when at the end of the day it's all meaningless? The universe is merciless, but there is joy to eliminate pain, dilute sorrow and heal wounds. Of course, not all the masked fools are the same. While even among the followers of Elation, the masked fools are known to be... not all of them are crazy maniacs going around burning cities down. Some of them are even known to be noble and kind spirits, helping children and...
Our protagonist, Honkai Stardust, is the only hope of the Trash Can Kingdom. Tatalov, the tyrant who killed Honkai's parents and ruined the Trash Kingdom, was expecting him. He knew very well that the price needed to be paid. After all, out of 5 trash cans, he was only one of them. On a cold day in July, Honkai and Tatalov finally met at the Sprkle Plaza. As they approached each other, Honkai looked Tatalov in his eyes, even though trash cans don't have eyes, and said, "Nah, I'd win."
The only masked fools we personally know are Sparkle, Sampo and Mr. Giovanni. There is also the girl from the Lawful Adventure quest, but I want to focus only on these three. Without a shred of doubt, the most reasonable fool is Giovanni. For him, elation stems from getting people together and having fun while competing. Sampo scams and steals from people, but he clearly has limits. He never goes out of his way to hurt people, and most of his fun comes from making a fool out of himself. Sparkle, on the other hand, will stop at nothing as long as it brings her joy. Once, she tortured and erased the memories of an entire city in her search for joy. Her idea of elation is very extreme without any kind of limits, very much like Aha themselves. But this brings us to another question. While Giovanni seeks competition, Sampo likes to pull pranks, what does Sparkle want? What is her idea of elation? Sparkle's idea of elation is pretty straightforward. Life is a stage where she is both an actress and a playwright. She gets her joy from manipulating people into scenarios she thinks are fun and shape-shifting into one of the characters in the play she sets up. She can also feed on the emotions of the people around her through her masks. Isn't real. The identity of Sparkle was borrowed from... Sparkle is no one, yet at the same time everybody can be Sparkle. Because she's all about taking on different roles, we know very little about the one behind the mask, if she even exists. What do I mean by that? Well, Sparkle is the last descendant of the puppet clan, and she's bound to live her life according to the will of the mask. Yes, she's not human, she's a puppet. At least that's what her character story implies. Her emotions, gestures, and voice are all dictated by the mask. The puppet is unable to feel any kind of emotion, but she believes that her masks, which are also how she refers to the roles she takes on, are genuine and that one day they will become her real feelings. So, the pursuit of joy for Sparkle is to orchestrate things from the shadows and play the role of someone else in the madness she creates. After all, the biggest stage in this world is life itself, isn't it? Now that we know what kind of elation she seeks, her actions make a lot more sense. I saw some people theorizing that...
Do you know how many people die hit by a car in Penacony every year? None, because people cannot die inside a dream. Or, that's what we thought until she came around. Who was she? We have no clue, sir. Her name was the Galactic Batter, but, of course, that was a fake name. Nobody knew her real name. She was oddly silent and had a piercing look, always ready to physically assault the walking billboards and gamble all of her tokens. What? How is this connected with the cars of Penacony? It's not.
That Sparkle was impersonating multiple people during the entire quest. And I'm not talking only about Robin and Sampo, but others too. And while that is possible, we have no way to confirm those theories. For example, many people believe that Sparkle was disguised as Adventurine when talking with Dr. Ratio because of this line.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
But in the instances where we knew she was pretending to be someone else, we can see that she had a clear goal: to make the factions in Penacony involved in the search for the Watchmaker's legacy. And first, while talking with the Trailblazer, she tried to warn us about Firefly's intentions, and after she saw that we were a hopeless simp and didn't listen to her, she threw us in the real dreamscape, which led to the encounter with something unto death. Keep in mind that Sparkle didn't plan for us to be attacked, she just wanted to show us the truth. Of course she doesn't care either way, but I saw some people saying that she was responsible for Firefly's death, and while she may have played a part in it, she's she's not the only one to blame. Another person she was impersonating was Robin, which might explain why everybody pointed out that something was wrong with her voice. After learning that the real Robin was dead, she revealed herself in front of Sunday, trying to incite him to act against the monster that killed his sister, while also mocking him, which, you know, was to be expected. She literally has no empathy, or emotions for that matter. During her companion quest, we learned that she was hired by someone from the family to come to Penacony. Whoever hired her seems to have instructed her to get the various parties involved in the chase after the Watchmaker's legacy. Now, who could this person be? Well, my guess is that it's...
Due to various reasons, Miss Sparkle's show was cancelled. The puppet master got sick after she ate some raw chicken wings last week. No, you don't need to worry, she's alright. She just cannot perform. A shame, I know. Uncle Sampo said that all ticket holders would get refunded, and that she's already working on putting on another show. No, it's not at the theatre. In fact, you're already on the stage. All of you who are watching today are the main actors, and Miss Sparkle has killed and impersonated one of you. Can you guess who she is?
While everybody else remains a mystery, Sparkle is the only one who makes sense to me. Not because she has good intentions, but because the reasons for her actions are the most obvious. She was hired to get various factions involved in the Watchmaker's game, all while she's free to come up with her crazy plans and get as much joy as she wants in the process. Was this good enough? Can I leave now, Miss Sparkle? What's that hammer for? But I did what you said. I'm sure that they will bite and forget that you're a
它是一个健康、阳光、积极向上的故事。
Penacony sure is interesting, huh? There is so much to talk about and so many theories to be made. While I could have made a video about Firefly, Acheron or Misha, I felt like other content creators already covered those subjects extensively at this point, so I wanted to do something different. Given the chaotic nature of this video, I still hope you learned something new about Sparkle from it. Or not, since this video also contains a lot of made up bullshit I came up with on the spot. So good luck figuring out what's true and what's not, bozo. In fact, this isn't even the real Homo Labs. It was me all along.
Sparkle.